So I want to welcome everyone who might be at some point. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I want to welcome everyone for this first rehearsal of the chanting for the Bhikshuni Varsa at Sravasti in 2023. Oh, got it. I have to do got it. There we go. And so this is not a professional setup, but our best chance of actually giving you an opportunity to have a sense of what it will be like when we come together in Sravasti in the end of July for our Varsa. I want to start by thanking tremendously His Holiness Drikung Kyabyong Jaktsang Rinpoche for his generosity and his vision to host this Varsa. What a mind big enough to even conceive of this and then sponsor it and bring all these nuns together. And I also want to thank Ken Moldroma, who has been the guide and the lighthouse and all the other metaphors that we can think of leadership and pulling this together, and a beautiful example of following her teacher's instruction. So our purpose today is to begin to share the chants that we'll use for the Vinaya rituals. Now, all of the ceremonies will be explained when we get there. We won't try to do that in the course of these little videos that we're preparing now. But and also the Varsa itself begins very shortly after we arrive. So that's the purpose of working ahead, so that we have some familiarity with these melodies and with the tradition that's happening here. For some people, it will be completely familiar. For some people, it will be completely not. So that's what we're doing. So for just a little background, as we all know, the Bhikshuni lineage has flourished in the Chinese Buddhist tradition for over 1,500 years. And due to their kindness of keeping that lineage alive, nuns have been ordained around the world. And Sravasti Abbey, where I am training and all these people in this community are a part of, are huge beneficiaries of the nuns of the Chinese tradition, particularly those practicing in Taiwan. English being the common language for all of us coming together these days, it is in English that we will do these ceremonies from the Dharmaguptaka Vinaya, because that's what joins us. And we've learned these from our Taiwanese Bhikshuni masters. And as far as we know, we're the only community in the world actually doing these ceremonies in English right now. So we're very, very happy to share these with you. I wanted to bring our whole community together today so that you have a sense, as I said, of what it will be like for all of us to make a noise together as we chant. Not a noise, it is a chanting and a holy rite that is like an offering to all of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas as we do these ceremonies. We were first taught that we should put up a little sign that says this is a rehearsal, so that the Buddhas know that we may not be perfect and that our offering will be, well, we're rehearsing. I think today that we can hold that thought in mind, but also what we'll do here as a community is try to give you a taste of what we do. So we're going to be studying this book. This will be our guidebook for the Varsa Pravarana and Katina rites. The link for downloading that has been sent to everyone. And tonight we are only, or tonight for us, we're only going to do 2 of the chants that are in this book. It will be the 2 that we do the most. We will begin with the incense offering, which is the beginning chant for every single ritual that we do. And we will end with the dedication chant, a variation of which ends every single ritual that we will do together. So if you have the book, you should turn to page 25. Where the incense offering, the heading for that is called Gathering the Sangha and Paying Homage to the Buddha. So that's the purpose actually of this chant. And I'm going to read the words because it may not be easy to catch them if you're just listening before you start. When incense in the urn is heated, the universe is perfumed. The assembly of Buddhas, vast as the ocean, sense it from afar. Auspicious clouds form everywhere. Where sincere minds abound, the entire bodies of Buddhas all appear. Homage to perfume cloud canopy Bodhisattva, Mahasattva. So we will be lined up as you see the group here. facing the central aisle. That will be directed by a chant master. The abbess will be kind of where our camera is right now, and she will be bowing and making an incense offering, literally, during the course of this chant. So here's how it goes. at which point the abbess will make a bow to the cushion and a bow to the assembly, and we will begin to with the ceremony from here. So that's the opening ceremony. I mean, that's the opening of every ceremony that we do, invoking the presence or recognizing the presence of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas around us, honoring the Buddha, and this perfume cloud canopy of their virtue abounds where the sincere minds gather. So that is what we will do together. I want to introduce a couple of people, take a break for a moment. First of all, if you read music at all, this booklet would be extremely helpful. If you don't read music, that's fine. Listen along and chant along. But I want to introduce Venerable Thubten Chonyi, for who, without whom we do not have the capacity actually to learn the music in this way. She's been able to notate everything that we've learned and put the words together. So if you don't mind just like showing your face, that's her. The two nuns for sure that will be joining us on this are Venerable Damcho, who is on the fish right now, and Venerable Seppo, who's been on the gong. We think one more nun will be joining us, and we'll see who that is before the time comes. But anyway, know in spirit that every single monastic here will be there. Okay, so to go to the next chant, turn to page 32. It's the dedication chant. As I said, it's a variation on a theme. Every time we do it, we just change the first word. In this case, on page 32, the words begin, Varsa is a virtuous and wonderful deed. We dedicate the boundless, magnificent merit. May all sentient beings submerged in suffering quickly go to the land of the Buddha of infinite light. That's Amitabha. Homage to all Buddhas in 10 directions and 3 times, to all Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, and to the great Prajna Paramita. This time we'll be doing the Varsa. Sometimes we'll say Posada is a virtuous, wonderful deed. Sometimes we'll say receiving the sticks is a beautiful, virtuous, and wonderful deed, and we'll explain what the sticks are all about when we get there. But today we will do this Varsa. So that is what we wanted to share with you today. There are other ceremonies other chants that we will use, but just to look at our schedule, you can see that we do the stick ceremony, the ceremony to enter Varsa, Posada or Sojang we'll do twice a month. There's another stick ceremony before the Pravarana at the end, and also a ceremony to give the Pravarana. All of them are very similar. They do have some variations, of course, and each of these is kind of bookended by these two chants that we've just learned. So if we can get off to a good start, we can learn the incense chant as the way of entering into this Varsa, and we learn the dedication, we'll be in great shape. So we will continue to schedule some of these to learn these future chants. And I guess we'll send out a schedule to see what works best for people, or whether it's just best to have it on a video. Kemo, do you have anything you want to add or say?
Just to say that was so lovely. The music is beautiful, and to have the English and the music together is just gorgeous. Thank you so much.
I can't praise enough the help that we've received from the Taiwanese Bhikshuni Sangha from the moment of first being able to help ordain us, and then for our Bhikshuni ordination going there, but also training us in how to do these ceremonies, helping us translating them, translating the ordination ceremony. So much help from the Chinese, and these are the traditional Chinese melodies. I know that they are recognizable to the nuns of the Chinese tradition, which makes us feel very happy. We have certainly seen when they've come, sometimes tears running down the cheeks of those nuns who are hearing this in English and rejoicing that they have been able to spread the Dharma outside of the Chinese-speaking world. So we're extremely grateful for them, and so excited, Kenmo, to be able to contribute in this way to the Varsa. Again, our thanks to Rinpoche over and over and over and over and over for his vision in making this happen.
I'm really moved. Thank you. And I think these videos are going to be very helpful. I'm not sure we would ever get different time zones coordinated, but I know I'm going to be playing this over and over. So we'll get the link up and out for people right away to start practicing in their different monasteries.
And if we do it that way, I think I can prevail upon the kindness of the community to show up for a couple more, and we'll be able to give you the sense of the whole community together, because it makes such a huge difference than just hearing. I mean, even there is the other set of music that Venerable Damcho and I recorded last year, but it's just two voices sitting on a chair trying to sing through the whole thing for a long time, so it doesn't have the same impact. Okay. Thank you all very much, and thank you very much to the community. Would everyone like to bow to Kenmo? You can't see her, but she can see you.
I can see you, definitely. And we just sang the dedication, so what a perfect ending.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
And thanks to everyone.